officially live. Hello, everybody. It's 7 o'clock. A little late, sorry, but it's December 3, 2015, and we got a lot to be excited about. First of all, of course, we're going to talk about the trailers, but we got to point out 2 weeks until episode 7.
I'm there.
2 weeks.
Oh, I'm gonna have to camp out online.
Dude, come on. It's 2015. But hey,
I
we go
know.
online.
I know.
Leave him alone. He wants to camp online. Let him camp online.
I know, I know, but while he's camped online,
Well,
all
we
these
watching
other
the movie,
all
yes,
these
but
other people who bought their tickets online, you know, are just gonna go past him.
if Orly wants to enjoy the full experience, let Orly enjoy the full experience. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy the. I didn't go to Best Buy like I said I was going to do and buy that special deal on a $200-300 TV, which normally is $350. Hmm.
Well, I wasn't at the Black Friday, but
Oh heck
you
no.
know, my wife's Walmart got famous for like
Mhm.
15 minutes because it was ugly. You know, the video just showed a guy about 18 or so smacking an old lady for a TV.
Yep.
And it's like, wow, just for a TV, not food, not something essential to, it's, they're not like that movie with Justin Timberlake with the timer here or something, but, you know, for a
Yeah, timer.
TV. Was it
Uh,
timer?
Yeah, I think the movie was called Timer. Or was it Out of
Yeah,
Time?
yeah.
I always
Something
think
like
of
that.
how stupid that was just with the clock here. And, that would have been Black Friday. Everybody gets 10 minutes and they have to wait in line for 2 hours.
Yeah. That would be funny, actually. Yeah. Dude, you know what? How long before we're gonna have pay-per-view for Black Friday? Seriously. You know what? They got to go ahead and just be putting those drones out there with cameras, hanging out and waiting for the action. And then all of a
Yeah,
sudden, boom.
they had that already, dude. They made the movie The Purge. That's what it is.
Damn, I just realized that maybe The Purge was like the son of Black Friday.
That's the natural evolution of Black Friday. The Purge.
That sounds about as bad as that one little clip I saw where this grown lady snatched a toaster out of this little girl's hand.
Wow.
Yep.
I mean, the girl had to be about 5'6", and this lady had to be in her 30s, at least 40s. Just turned around and snatched it. And then the mom saw it, and she was like, "Wah!" And they're pushing on her. And I was like, okay,
She likes her toast, man. What can you say?
I guess so.
Those people are just
But it wasn't a
wretched, you know what I
Cylon
mean?
toaster, so I don't see what she was getting all bent out of shape for.
Well, let's examine.
Yeah.
Holidays are crazy for everybody, dude. You know, everybody goes a little insane. If you're out there, a little insane. You know,
Well,
I
hey,
stay
look.
home and be sane.
We're,
Wait a minute.
we're all 80s kids, so all of us should remember the big Cabbage Patch craze.
Oh God.
Where the farms
Well-
get Cabbage Patch dolls.
I'm a dude. I never had a Cabbage Patch doll.
I never had one either, but I remember it.
I
remember
remember
the
the
craze.
chaos.
Yeah.
My
I re-
daughter
I
had a
remember-
Cabbage Patch.
I gotta point out that I was watching that they have it on the History Channel. Christmas, the first one was Christmas in the 60s, which, yeah, I mean, I wasn't around in the 60s. I was born in 75, but the next one they had last week was Christmas in the 70s. And there, they talked about like the toys and some of that stuff. And I remember certain ones that I wanted as a kid. And we talked about this when we watched episodes of The Toy Hunter, the Godzilla.
Oh,
Remember the Godzilla with the shooting hand?
I had that Godzilla, man. I had that
Ah.
Godzilla.
you know what?
I
Like the
I
Godzilla?
I had that Godzilla too,
Uh-huh.
and you know what? The problem was he was missing his tail and he was missing his fist.
I had
Well,
that
that's
But
good.
it's
small.
still cool.
He wasn't missing. You lost him.
Actually, I wasn't the one who had him. It was my uncle's, and then he gave it to us. No, actually,
After
no,
he
no,
lost
no.
everything.
Actually, no. I take it back. I now remember where we found it. Okay, we found two toys. It was a Batmobile, the 1960, the Batmobile from the with Adam West, and it was just a toy. And then the second thing that we found was Godzilla, and we found them at the city dump.
Oh well, that explains it.
Okay, you
Yeah.
know what? I want to see the episode of Toy Hunter where he's like, oh, I had this fond memory of being a kid and driving through El Paso and suddenly Batmobile disappeared, and to this day I don't know what happened.
Well, I mean, I don't want to get too much into it because we have a toy special next week. But again, one of the big things that I was trying to lead to, was the Star Wars. That now, going into the toy stores, going into the stores, it is like me being a kid again. Star Wars has come back in the toy aisles, in the stores. Star Wars is everywhere, and I'm just like, wow. We talked about it before, but I saw a 5-year-old kid singing the Star Wars theme song,
Yep.
and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, kids are really, really excited. And I have to say, the kids have really awakened to Star Wars again because I was walking around Halloween. I was dressed up as a Jedi, and there was this little girl that saw me, and then all of a sudden started yelling, "Finally, finally, a Jedi!"
That's all right. Well, I know that when I was in Route 21, they had Star Wars shirts in there. I was like, really?
Hey, they have them over there at what's it called? Oh God, one of the newer department stores. I forget which one.
Everybody's carrying Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's everywhere, dude. I mean,
Dillard's.
I went to Bed Bath and Beyond, and they had Star Wars
Oh
stuff.
God. Yep. They have it all.
I mean, you can't escape it, and I gotta say, I've actually not been this excited for a movie. I am just anticipating seeing Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm just thrilled. I want to see it.
Have you been to the Disney store?
Yeah.
I'm afraid to. What's in it?
Lots of Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
Costumes.
Well, they got lots of Avengers stuff too.
Oh yeah, it's true. They got all sorts of stuff in there.
Yeah, but like you mentioned it a few episodes ago, we were like, Avengers came out this year.
It's because I mean the hype for it was good, and it was a really good movie, but it didn't surpass the first one, and so it was there, and it was out of sight, out of mind, and Star Wars was already in everybody's mind. So
Are you kidding me? Star Wars was in everybody's mind since before Avengers.
I know, but I'm talking about just it's setting in that the excitement. Hey, it's coming. It's gonna be here shortly.
Well,
And then it just kept building.
you're not gonna find. There's one thing you're not gonna find in Disney, though, man. We're not gonna see any Leia stuff, right?
Not gonna see any late Slayer.
Yeah.
Steve Leia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they've retired her.
Disney had a thing of, well, not.
You have to leave it for the Comic Cons.
Yeah, Disney had a thing about cutting off slave Leias.
Oh.
They don't want to upset the parents, and
Yeah, I saw that.
I find it interesting that when I go to the toy store and all that, I look at the packages and all that, and Disney is right there.
Mm-hmm.
They let you know who owns this, and I know. Well, that movie better be good. That's all.
They're gonna make it good, you know it.
Yeah, I know they're going to make it good. People have liked it. Steven Spielberg said he saw it 3 times already, and he said it's good. Harrison Ford liked it.
Whoa, Harrison Ford actually liked it?
Yeah, and he pointed. It's good.
It's good. Watch it.
I mean, so it's good. I'm really excited about it. But talking about trailers, since our last show, we had some major trailers coming along. One of them, talk about the first one, was Captain America: The Civil War. Finally,
Oh my God!
finally. I mean, the movie's almost 5 months away,
Yep.
and finally it comes out, and I gotta say, I'm not disappointed.
Mhm.
No, no, it was freaking awesome.
I like it, except for certain things I dislike about it. You know what I mean? There's certain people that are like, oh, the Tony Stark, Captain
The-
America friendship, and oh, you were my friend. Not really. When were they really friends? You know what I mean? They couldn't
Mm,
stand each other in the Avengers.
Hey,
He
hey,
kept
you
making fun of him in Avengers 2, and
yeah.
look, he
oh,
was
you're
partying at his
my
house,
friend
so
too. Come
that makes them
on.
friends. They were partying at Stark's place. That makes them friends.
Well, I would kind of think that if you fight together and all that, that kind of
You
makes you
reach a
tight.
certain bit of
Yeah,
camaraderie.
yeah.
Yeah,
When you're helping each other,
but at the same time, it won't compare to the stuff he has with Bucky, man. Him and Bucky have been through a lot more stuff than him and Stark. Him and
true.
Bucky have a lot of history.
Yeah.
Him and
Well,
Stark have some history. Don't get me wrong, but you know what? I don't really see it balancing out the same. Of course he's gonna pick Bucky, man. Bucky's a childhood friend.
Oh yeah.
Well,
And
I don't know. I think he could actually argue that because you know there's that meme out there where Captain America was like, or Tony Stark was like, I didn't really know my dad, and Captain America was like, I did.
yeah.
Yeah.
There. I do think there's some kind of bond. I mean, I would even say they're friends. I honestly watching Avengers 2, and I think there is a friendship
Hmm.
there. You
no,
don't know how things were before. Things went
I
south.
wouldn't say I wouldn't say in Avengers they were friends. No, not each other
In
in
the first one, they
Avengers.
were sure.
Yeah, no, Avengers, no, not really. They were just getting to know each other, man. In fact, Stark had an animosity towards him because this is a guy my dad talked about all the time. You know what I mean? He had animosity towards him. Seriously, they really didn't. Towards the end, they gelled, but not in the beginning, man. They had a lot of Stark had a lot of resentment towards him.
But again,
Just because his dad, I guess.
friendship just doesn't just
No, no,
happen.
no, 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 no.
That was
No,
their
I'm not
first
saying it just.
meeting.
No, I'm just
It's
saying that
but
there really wasn't, that feeling of friendship in the first one. You see it more in the second one, yes, but not in the first one, not really.
I kind of saw the beginning of it in the first one,
Hmm.
and you kind of have to assume stuff happened in between because, of course, you're not going to see it.
All we know is they ate at shawarma. That's it. That's all we know.
That shawarma was kicking.
But again, I honestly felt that in the beginning of Avengers 2, they were tight. They joked around. They were kind of buddy buddies. Not more like, how can I describe it? Like combat buddies. They're holding the same fort. They're working together. They joke around together. There's that tightness. And then, yeah, I thought toward the end of Avengers 2, you saw the split. Clearly, you saw the split.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Or the forming of it. And so here, I do kind of think that, yeah, there was that trust. I mean, I got to say, and we got to ask this: did Iron Man trust Captain America during these combat times? I have to say yes, and vice versa, because
I
when
would
you
say, I would say, I don't know, man. I mean, Tony Stark is gonna do what Tony Stark's gonna do. You know what I mean? It doesn't
but I'm
matter if
saying in the
Captain
beginning,
America's
let's
there
go
or
back
who's
to the
there.
first scene. You don't think they trusted each other?
Of Avengers 2?
The beginning,
Yes.
yeah, and then
Yeah,
they agreed.
Avengers 2. If you're talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, he's ragging on them. He
and
rags
and
on your friends.
and no homo, but when
send all angry emails to Sherman. No, you're
Again.
our David today.
Tony Stark cared about him because when he had the dream and everybody was dying, Cap was there. Cap was down too, and he didn't want that happening. Not to him, not to any of them.
Oh, that's a great
You
point.
know what?
Yeah.
If we really sit down and think about Stark, though, Stark's a complicated character. Two in the beginning, Pepper, man, Pepper and Rhodey was kind of Rhodey was his buddy. You know what I mean? But that's it. That was the extent of his relationship. He had Obadiah, but Obadiah is gone. So Pepper and Hogan a little bit. He doesn't really have
He
a
doesn't
lot
have
of
a close
interpersonal
circle.
connections. Yeah,
Yeah.
not really. Banner and him
However,
kind of bonded too. In fact, I would
he's got the
say
team.
he's closer to Banner actually.
Well, I would agree
Hmm?
with you there. They have science, as their
Yeah,
commonality, and I will concede that. I think Iron Man Tony was probably closer to Bruce Banner because they can talk to each other, fine. I don't think again I don't want to emphasize that they were best friends, but I think maybe Bruce Banner and Iron Man were best friends. But again, that's
yeah, and
still
and we see it in the Avengers first one, the first Avengers. He's like, finally, somebody's English.
yeah.
He's
And I
Banner's the
wouldn't say
only one
that
that
they were
got it.
best friends. If anybody's going to
What?
be Cap or Iron Man's best friend, it's going to be Cody Rhodes.
Hmm.
James Rhodes?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Rhodes?
yeah. Rhodey is always his best friend, and I
I
think for Cap,
yeah, and that's a problem though. We don't really see it in the movies anymore. We really don't really see that friendship there. You know what I mean? We saw it in the first one
well,
and it was great. The second one we saw some of it, but in the third one it was only vaguely there.
Yeah.
The scenes with him and Banner seem more powerful. To be honest with you, I don't know.
uh,
That's just my opinion.
no, and I will agree again. Is that in we know that Rhodey, they're longtime friends, and the
Right.
years are there. But I think again, it's just player. Who you have friends with is people can have friends.
Yeah.
But with Captain America, I mean, I think he has more in common with the Falcon because military. They have that military experience.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
partners. And I think he has that commonality. I think he has, same thing. I'm sorry, Captain America has a little more bonding with Hawkeye, a little bit too, and the Black Widow, they have some commonality
With
there
Hawkeye.
too. Yeah, and so they do have certain bonds, but it doesn't mean they're not friends.
Hmm.
Right.
That's the emphasis. And then the other questions that people brought up with that trailer was the people who were not there. I
Yeah.
mean, we saw the Scarlet Witch, we saw Hawkeye, we saw the Black Widow, and finally we saw the Black Panther. Which
Yeah.
and that scene where he's outrunning Captain America, that's awesome. He's
Oh,
just
you
like,
know what? My favorite. Some scenes are great. The problem I have between I guess Captain America and Iron Man is we don't have a great friendship scene like we do with Captain America and Falcon as an example. I like what Falcon says. He's like, no, I do what he does, only slower. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, I'm with him. I don't care what happens. This is my guy. We don't have we're like one scene like that. You know what I mean? Like we have with Iron Man and or Tony Stark and Banner. They have a great scenes together. I mean, they're just awesome. The chemistry there is awesome. Even especially in Iron Man 3, which was my favorite scene of the whole movie. You I'm not the best line of the third one.
Yeah.
well, part of that, I mean, the Civil War one is a complicated story, and I honestly felt that it should have gone, and I think they planned it, but it wasn't going to happen. Where it was going to be Captain America: The Civil War, and then Iron Man: The Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, that
they're
would have
not.
been interesting.
Yeah, I think that
Budget wise, yeah.
well, they could have done it if Robert Downey Jr. was on board, but they're going to lose him.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
he said it after Avengers, he's gone.
So they're not going to go ahead and drive another boatload of cash to his house and leave it on his lawn?
Not when you already have like 5 boatloads of cash. That mystique kind of goes off when you have so much money.
This is true. At least he's not doing what Charlie Sheen did.
Get HIV.
Yeah.
Hookers and blow.
Go completely berserk.
Hookers
Okay,
and
we
blow.
need a PSA. We need a PSA right now. Somebody.
Don't be like Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, hi, ladies
Don't
and
do
gentlemen.
crack.
There we go.
Don't do. You know what, kids? Don't do crack.
Crack is whack. So
And don't have unprotected sex with prostitutes. There,
or porn stars.
You, need
you
a
don't know
PSA
where he
for
got it
that?
from. But Hey, you don't know where Charlie Sheen got it from, but
Oh, it's because he woke up one day and he had it. It just fell on him out of nowhere.
no, dude. The drugs, the prostitutes, the
No, no,
cars.
no. I'm sorry, that could have never
He
happened.
he went looking for it.
No, I totally disagree.
You know,
He was
I
sleeping
mean,
one day and he woke up with it.
You know what? I honestly think what happened is it was a truth dare. Okay, here you go. Oh, I gotta. I'm Charlie Sheen.
yeah, he's probably, I'm Charlie Sheen. I'm gonna go have sex with this HIV prostitute, and I'm gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I,
Tiger blood didn't help.
I bet you Denise Austin is happy she let him go.
I
I think
think,
a lot of them are happy they let him go, man.
yeah,
Not just
pretty
her,
much
a lot.
everybody's happy.
I just want to know when he found out, did he scream, Emilio?
All right, let's move on to something else.
All right, before we
Before
move on, let's do it. He's
Yeah.
like, you have HIV. Do you know where you got it from? Drugs.
Why are you here, sir? Drugs.
It's easier to cross over I didn't get it from, I
Just did one line.
You didn't catch it from Nancy Reagan. You didn't catch
Oh,
it.
no. Not
Oh,
Nancy.
not
Nancy
Nancy.
Reagan.
She's not doing well right now. Poor
Okay.
girl.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'm just saying where he didn't get it from.
Yeah, well,
Which is a
might
good
as well
thing.
say Betty White too.
Betty White comes on. Well,
No, no, Grammy.
well, she
we're
said
losing
it. She
viewers
said it
by
one
the
time.
second.
I saw it. She said it one time. She's like, I'm 93 years old. I can do whatever I want now. Yeah. If she catches HIV, who cares? She's 93 years old.
Oh.
If I live to be 93 years old, which is a strong possibility I'm not, I'm going to pick up heroin and meth and all that because I'm 93 years old. I don't care. But yeah, moving on. We got to talk about the other trailer.
Oh, that's a
Which-
terrible PSA. That's all I gotta say.
If I'm get to be 93 years old, that's when you can do whatever you want.
Because you're 93 years old. So live to be 93 years old, everybody. You don't do what you want after that.
Hookers and blowaways.
You know? If you're 93 years old and you still can do hookers,
Well, if you got the blow.
I just want to see the more you know rainbow star thing combined.
I hope we don't. I hope we don't. This is horrible.
Oh.
But we got to move on. We got to talk about the
Yeah, let's
other.
move on.
Yeah.
Now, this one, first of all, kind of teased us because we got a teaser to the trailer during Gotham, which was an awesome episode, by the way.
Yeah.
Was the nightmare sequence, or the dream sequence, where you see Batman captured, and apparently it's a dream, and
It's not a dream.
It's not a dream.
Superman comes in and yanks Batman's mask off. And I
Mm.
was like, wow, that was awesome scene.
It's actually a powerful scene. And you get to see so many things at the fact that people do regard Superman as a god.
Yeah.
You saw it. People started kneeling down.
Well, that whole thing is a bit mystery. We saw the trailer before. Batman is like in a desert wasteland. He's in fatigues and all that, fighting.
Steampunk.
Not even that.
I
not
don't
really.
quite.
Yeah,
I don't want to say steampunk.
It's
I
like
thought it was-
desert steampunk. He's wearing a duster.
I was gonna say apocalypse. End
Yeah,
of the world.
Maybe.
And so, well,
I can-
again, I don't want to spoil it. Well, first of all, I want to say I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you
haven't
don't
seen
know.
the movie and all that, but I'm gonna say the toy came out, or they saw the toy, and it said, and that figure is called Nightmare Batman.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
you know. And so a lot of
Maybe he
Uh,
ran into the scarecrow. Oh, that would be awesome.
it would be, again, there's stuff we don't know, but in this new and then the new trailer that came on, I gotta say, wow, it's looking to be a powerful movie. I
yeah.
know we have different opinions here in this round table, but I'm going to say that it looks powerful. It is finally Ben Affleck has turned things around for me because again I said I don't know, and the trailer and the scenes that he does is showing me that he's pulling it off.
Hmm.
No.
I have to agree with you. Back in the day, it was all, oh no, Ben Affleck, he just ruined it. He killed Batman. And now it seems like there is a slight sliver of hope.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from, and yeah, you know what? He had the look. He had the touch. The pissed off look of Batman and everything. But I still need to see how the character acts with the rest of the movie. I need to see that. How dark is he, or if he is actually dark, or is he Adam West? Um, that would
What
be,
did you see the interaction though between him and Superman or Clark Kent, between Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent
yeah.
And Lex Luthor.
I
And
saw
Lex
that.
Luthor. Don't forget that.
and Luthor? Yeah.
You know what? That's one thing that right there you touched on. You know, yeah, that interaction's very good, but I have some reservations about Lex Luthor.
So far, I think all of us kind of do because it's hard
Actually, he's
to
the
nail
only thing
him
I don't have
down.
a reservation.
Well, again, you're a contrarian, but the issue really stands is I haven't pinpointed the character yet. He said some great lines. He has some great lines. I got to admit, the first trailer, the red capes are coming. The red capes are coming, and he kind of looks like a flake.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And even in this trailer, he comes in, he does that. Oh, what a powerful shake! Hey, don't start a fight with this guy.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay, we get the joke. Just like when Ben Affleck says,
You
"Hey,
know what?
we don't like freaks in clown costumes."
Yeah.
You know what? You know what though? The interesting thing about Lex Luthor is that could be all camouflage. We really don't know who he is. You know what I mean? And that'd be
Hmm.
interesting if all that he's doing is camouflage, because it looks like camouflage. It looks very, he's being goofy and stuff like that. Wow, there's really something else going on.
Well, you see, that's an excellent point you're making right there, because the whole thing, because we know that he's wearing a wig, and so again, you make a great point right there. He could be giving us this false face, which is something Lex Luthor has done. So again,
Although the one,
go ahead.
although the one thing that really bothers me about every single trailer that I've seen is they've shown us most of the best scenes in the movie. You know what I mean? They've pretty much shown us everything. And this one, I kind of dislike that they showed us a villain. And I really hope it's not Doomsday. I hope it's Bizarro or something. Villain was,
Uh,
I don't know.
I don't know. It
Just
looked
that
like
one
Doomsday
scene
to me.
wasn't
no,
enough.
no, there is no way Doomsday is the main villain. There is no way
I hope.
Doomsday is the main
Yeah,
villain.
Because
I'm
it makes
hoping.
perfect
Well,
sense.
I'm,
It makes.
I'm hoping not. I'm hoping it's Bizarro. That's what I'm hoping.
I'm
Oh,
If
telling
it
you
is
right
Doomsday, I'm
now,
not sure
okay.
what I'm
Let's
no,
think
hoping.
no,
about it.
no.
They take Doomsday and Jesse Eisenberg. His way to eliminate both Batman and Superman is to create something out of Zod, make Doomsday, bam.
Yeah, Doomsday is just like an enforcer. He's just a wave of destruction, but there is no way he's the main villain.
Well, that's because
Um,
Eisenberg is. Luthor is.
yeah, yeah, it's turning out that Luthor is probably the main villain, and he's a worthy villain to get the ball rolling. But it would not surprise me that there is something else in the background because
Hmm.
I know that they've said it before. Zack Snyder has said it before that the plot for this movie is something that is going to blow everybody away. And he said there's a lot of twists and turns, and the trailer again, the previews gave us a little bit more of the plot. We know that again, Lex Luthor is trying to pit Superman against Batman. That's why he's like, the last son of Krypton versus the Bat of Gotham, and he's all excited to get this gladiator match going. And I get that he's like the main antagonist, but I'm thinking there's somebody there because Wonder Woman showed up,
Oh yeah.
Oh
and
yeah.
she's there for a reason.
And
She's
and you
not
touched
there
on
just
something.
because she's not there because these two are fighting and she's coming in going, boys, boys. No, no, no. She's there for a
Boss.
reason.
You touched on something that I really like. You know, as much a reservation as I have about Ben Affleck, I'm gonna hate him as Bruce Wayne. I'll probably love him as Batman because I don't have to see his face. But aside from that, the two things that I really, really liked about the trailer was one, Wonder Woman, how she shows up. That was awesome. That was awesome. Her just popping out of nowhere and
Oh,
oh,
she
that
was
was
with
great.
you.
That was awesome. That line. Anyways, that line, that her showing up with the shield was awesome. I love that. That was freaking cool. The second thing is a lineup. I love the lineup of them three together. That looked cool. Yeah, I'm done. That's
And
it.
no, no, that her presence is letting us know there is something more. She is there for a reason. There is a storyline. She's there with the motivation. They're saying that the movie she's filming now is tied into why she's there.
Hmm.
Uh, some long story
I
because the Wonder
I
Woman movie is the setting is taking place World War I, which I'm kind of surprised.
you
Normally it's World War II.
you already kind of touched on it a long time ago, man. Back when we were talking about this movie, you already kind of already told us kind of what she's doing. A long time ago, you mentioned that she's investigating these guys. She's investigating Clark Kent. She's investigating Bruce Wayne. You know what I mean? She's making the rounds. So she is in the know. She knows something. She knows something's coming. I don't know what is coming, but we already know she's already behind the scenes investigating stuff. Because she knows something. Something that neither of them know.
Well, and again, that's part of where things are going. But I think overall that this is a really good entry. I mentioned before Man of Steel 2 years ago when we did the show with Wes at Dax's Boy Toys. I said it's a good start.
Yeah.
This one now, I think they're following through with it. I honestly think that they're setting up these awesome characters. I liked, again, we saw Superman. We know Superman. I do like Henry Cavill playing Superman. I have to say that Ben Affleck is winning me over.
Mhm.
I'm not going to throw any of the jokes and all that around. I'm just going to plainly say he's winning me over. I'm I am anticipating to see his performance. And again, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to judge his performance. But so far from what I've seen is good. I like the Batman voice. Finally, they're using electronic distortion.
Mhm.
I mean, it's simple redubbing, but I thought, yes, this is how his voice should be. And we hear his voice clearly in the trailer. And then we see the equipment, which is something that has been sorely lacking with the Christopher Nolan uh, movies. We saw the Batmobile and the Batpod and in that horrendous whatever thing that was in the other movie.
Batwing.
It wasn't even called the Batwing.
The Batwat, and then
The Bat. No, it was called the Bat.
it's called the Bat. That's right.
Yeah, but finally we get to see a Batmobile, and we get to see the Batwing, and we get to see Batman use the tech, and we see the history behind it. Because again, we got a better shot of the Robin costume, and I'm thinking, yes,
Yeah,
the Robin costume with the
Mhm.
Joker, the joke's on you, Batman, ha ha ha, and history. There is
Yeah.
history here,
you
and we get to
you know
explore
the
it.
Yep.
the one thing we haven't seen so far right now is Robin. We haven't seen the female Robin. We haven't explored that, and that's going to be a good surprise. I'm happy she hasn't shown up anywhere, and that'll be a pleasant surprise in the movie. But performance-wise, well, going back to Man of Steel, I didn't like Amy Adams as Lois Lane. That's the only thing I disliked about the rest of the performances were great. Her performance as Lois Lane, I really didn't like it. But this movie coming into Batman versus Superman, Jeremy Irons, I love his speech. I love everything he's saying. So far, I love his performance so far. Everything he said, I like the way talking about you're gonna go to war, and he's explaining the consequences of all that. And like I said, a lot of people don't like Jesse Eisenberg, but so far I like his performance. It's goofy, but
I,
it's
and you know
interesting.
what?
We'll see where it goes.
That's kind of what bothers me because I've always seen Lex Luthor as more of a stoic individual. Yeah, he can be crass and he'll crack a joke, but it's not like how it's not a Joker type joke. And I see Eisenberg playing Luthor as if he were playing Joker.
Hmm.
You
That
know
is a good
what? I mean,
point.
you know what? If we go back to like the novels, the The Dark Knight Returns, and the sequel, The Dark Knight Strikes, and stuff like that. You know, in that story, if you follow that line, Lex is cloned. Lex is a clone. The original Lex is gone. So it would be an interesting twist in this movie if it turns out that the Lex we're seeing is actually a clone. You know what I
You
mean?
know, you
And the
nailed
real
it.
Lex is somewhere else.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
you
that
nailed
would
it,
be an
dude.
interesting. It could be. I don't know, dude. It's speculation.
Well,
We
no,
haven't seen the
because
movie
yeah,
yet,
I
but
know
that would
it's
be
all
an interesting.
speculation, but he is Lex Luthor Jr. So
Hmm.
again, who's to say he didn't clone himself? But and again, I do like the idea that it's a facade. You know, he wouldn't be my. You know, Jesse Eisenberg would not have been my choice for Lex Luthor. I would have casted him as the Riddler. I think one of you guys mentioned it
Yeah, that
before.
because he looks like the Riddler in this thing.
Yeah, he would have been a really cool Riddler because the Riddler now is like a hacker. He's like a terrorist, and I would have again. I like the Clancy Brown version, of the animated series. Lex Luthor having the slick businessman kind of ideal, but I'm just curious to see. I think we're going to see some character development here, so that's why I'm reserving it. But overall,
You
I'm
know,
excited about the movie. I do think the movie is going to be good.
I think the movie's a great vehicle for the Justice League. I really do. I
Agreed.
mean, just that scene with three of them was enough for me to want to see all five of them there. You know, for the rest of the guys, I want to see Aquaman on the other side and Green Lantern in the other end. Flash, okay, there's six of them in there. You know, that would be or Cyborg if they throw him in there. Oh yeah, there will be of a Cyborg, so
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see that lineup. You know,
there's even a
it'll be interesting
cyborg
to see
movie.
how that.
I'm sorry, you're thinking too small. I want Justice League Unlimited.
Well,
Awesome.
you're thinking too big. Is your problem?
Well, I want Red Tornado.
We're
I
not there
want
yet.
Martian Manhunter.
Oh, you
I
want
want
Supergirl?
No,
Supergirl. No, not the one from the TV series. That one could go in.
I was going to ask, anybody seen the last episode with the Red
No.
Tornado?
I saw the
Uh,
first one and that was it.
was it good? Well, no, I'm sorry. I was sorry. I was curious about the Red Tornado episode. So
I saw a glimpse of it and I was just like, I don't even like the way they did his costume.
I'm thinking a cosplayer could have done a better job.
Agreed.
you know,
that
I
was a
mean,
cosplayer. What are you talking about?
That
I
was a
think
high
that
school
dude from
cosplay
Heroes of
before.
Cosplay could have done better.
Oh, gee.
And following with this conversation, I read an interesting article between a writer was comparing Jessica Jones and Supergirl and saying, you know what, I don't think I can go back to Supergirl after Jessica Jones. And
No.
a lot of people were angry. I can understand why so many people love Supergirl, but it's too saccharine for me. It's too,
Sweet.
oh, my biggest problem is, oh, he doesn't love me. Oh, that's my biggest problem. Where Jessica Jones is, that guy's trying to kill me. You know what I mean?
I
So
tell you,
it's
I read that same article, and it did help me point out what I didn't like about Supergirl. And it wasn't Supergirl; it was the Kara. I don't like Kara. I don't like the boss. I don't like that life. She's like, yeah,
Superficial.
saccharine. Yeah, it just completely is so unconvincingly fake.
Yes.
I mean, Buffy
Yes.
the
There's no
Vampire
passion
Slayer did
behind
it. Exactly. There's no realism there. Buffy the Vampire Slayer was better.
it. The Walking Dead is better.
Well,
what?
yeah.
No, let's not compare worlds there. Come on, post-apocalyptic. No.
Yeah, but I think if they made Kara and her world a little bit more real, add a little bit
It's
more
too bubblegum.
substance.
It's too
Yeah.
bubblegum.
Yeah, it's like one of those CW girl series, like The Diaries, or or I don't
You
watch
tell
those
us, man.
shows.
Art Dixie.
Like Dawson's Creek
You
or
Yeah.
know what?
something.
You know what?
Ooh.
You know what? I think Supergirl would have worked if it had been an animated series for kids, like Teen Titans Go. If they
Uh,
had this writing in that animated show, that would have been perfect. You know what I mean? But not as a TV series. In my opinion.
Well,
People can love it as much as
think
they like. It's just
I think they were scared to go dark with it. They wanted to keep that bubblegum, that bubbly feeling,
well,
and
we gotta also think about this, man. It's on CBS. I mean, look at the caliber of shows on CBS a lot of times. You know what I mean? They're not very big into getting dark. You know what I mean? I can't think of any dark show
and
on
that's their
CBS.
downfall.
CSI.
I've never
You know,
seen CSI.
well, it's
Maybe you're
forensics.
right. Talk me
Well,
through what it is. I just never seen it.
yeah, I mean, most of their shows are like for old people,
Yeah.
and then they have their sitcoms, The Big Bang Theory and the Two
mhm.
Broke Girls, and uh, you know, it's hard to say. I think part of it, I think Sherman, you have a point. I think they wanted the female demographics. They
Mhm.
wanted women to come along and to see, oh, is this the soap opera stuff going on? But then for fans like us, we're kind of like, what is this soap opera crap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it were, I mean, comparing it to some better shows. I mean, Gotham. Oh my God, this week's episode was just amazing. The Penguin. Again, I can't. I'm
Oh,
not
with
going to
the
spoil it
umbrella.
for any. Yeah, the Penguin with the umbrella. Wow, that I mean, wow. And that's all I would say about that. The Flash has a little bit more substance. I think if Supergirl happened in the Flash world, I think we would have liked it because the Flash has struggles. He
No,
has girl problems. He has,
Yeah.
he has
Death
the same
problems.
issues. Yeah, but family problems. He has all that, but it's still a positive show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think let's talk about Constantine. I mean, we talked about Constantine. If Constantine way more successful. And I think Supergirl kind of the same thing. If it had been on CW, I think it would have been more successful, at least with us. It would have struck us with more. I think
Mhm.
CBS is playing it really, really safe, and that's why the show is the way it is. They don't want to take any chances on the show. They want to keep it very, low key. And maybe that's what the problem is. You know what I mean? They're playing it too safe, in my opinion. I don't know.
Well, I want to
Oh.
point out, since you brought up Constantine, it kind of sucks because they kind of said we want to bring Constantine in for Legends of Tomorrow and have him be a regular. And then now they've kind of said, yeah, you know what, fellas, we're not going to do season 2 of Legends of Tomorrow because it costs too much. The show is probably gonna not gonna get a second season because it's costing them a lot of money.
Well, hopefully it pans out for them where they make enough off of it.
Well, I imagine it's a heavy special effects show for. I would like
Time
for them to do.
travel,
Oh, you
yeah.
got Hawkman and
Yeah,
Hawkgirl.
I
Mhm.
would
Time
hope.
travel.
I would hope they go the way of the X Files and the way of Heroes Reborn, where they do a mini series. They come back. They do like 6 episode mini series, and then it
Yeah.
goes away.
Yeah, like the Agent Carter, if they could do that, that would be cool. I wouldn't mind seeing a couple of episodes before. Yeah, well, we'll see. It'd be interesting.
Well, that's the way I'm glad because I'm glad the X Files are coming back, and I hope it catches on because it's only going to be 6 episodes. They said it's a mini series, and to me, the man, I'm like they should have done this like a long time ago. I remember David Duchovny said in an interview, back a long time ago when the show was going to end, that he told them I would do X Files between now and the end till I die if they let me work 6 months out of the year
Mhm.
because a TV show is strenuous. Doing a TV show, if you're the star, it does take a toll on you. And then you're going to go, if you're big enough, on the weekends, you go do a movie. You're doing the movie, you have to come back on Monday. You're doing the TV show from Monday to Friday. And, these hours are not just regular hours. You're there till like 8. you're there 7 in the morning till about 8 or 9 at night.
Yeah.
And we've
Sorry,
had some actors tell us about how grueling a TV
I,
show is.
I'm sorry, I can't cry.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean they're getting paid a lot for it, but it does tire them out. They do say, and so I'm thinking, okay, the X Files coming back for 6 episodes, and if they're good, let's do it every year.
Your speech reminds me of Tom Cruise complaining about when he was doing Mission Impossible.
Well, he signed on for another one.
It's like, oh my
Look at
god.
Orly. Orly had hair. Orly had hair
Terrible.
before he became an actor. Look at him now.
Uh,
Hey, I shaved his head, okay? Just to let everybody know, I shaved his head the first day.
this is true. This is true.
Yeah.
And you were asking me, "Are you okay with this? Are you okay with this?" And I said, "Yeah, do it." Just did it, and I never went back.
Well, that's the thing. Once you go bald, that's it.
I know.
You just don't.
Yeah.
It's easier. It's nice. It's nice to be bald. Um, I got distracted by baldness.
Now let's talk. Okay, this would have been a good segue to Lex Luthor. Damn. Oh well.
Oh, when is he gonna go bald?
Well, we've seen pictures. We know that. And a couple of things. The last thing I want to talk a little bit about Doctor Who, because man, that series has been blowing my mind. This past week's episode, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. At first I was like the teleporter, ending up in this strange world, and
Yeah.
you're like, what's going on? And again, I'm trying not to do spoilers, but everybody needs to catch up now. And the big plot twist to that whole episode at the end was absolutely some of the best writing I've seen, and that was written by Moffat.
Yeah.
Well,
It's kind of surprising.
the last episode I saw was the Viking one, and I wasn't too impressed.
Impressed. Hmm.
Oh, I gotta tell you, you gotta catch up on these episodes because they've really stepped it up. They have pushed it a little. They pushed the envelope a little bit. I don't know. Is it too late to talk about Clara? I mean, is it too early to talk about Clara?
I don't
What, she
care.
dead finally? Did they kill her
Yes.
finally? Hopefully.
Yes, she
Oh,
she
good.
actually
Fuck,
died.
man.
She died. So again, there's you should have caught up. It's about 2 weeks now. She is dead.
Eh.
She didn't leave. She's dead.
Dead.
Oh, thanks
You
for
know
spoiling it.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
but you know
good. She
what?
could be with Pink.
I'll remember
That
that
was
next
one.
time.
That was one character that was wasted. And you know what? There was so much they could have done with her, and they had storylines where they could do almost anything, but they wasted it. They didn't do the things that they should have.
I don't know who said it. I don't know if it was Renee who said it or somebody else said it, but I don't remember. But I remember somebody saying Stephen Moffat just doesn't know how to write women. You know what I mean?
That was David. That's usually David, but then David don't know women, and yeah, I mean, I have to disagree with that because I mean, Rose Tyler was good.
I
I
don't think
like
that was
Rose.
Moffat though. That was
Yeah,
probably Davies.
Moffat has been
Russell T
around.
Davies, right? But Russell T Davies wrote a lot of the early episodes, man.
Well, it's not writing. I mean, the boss has always been Moffat.
Right, but I'm talking about writing. The guy who wrote the episode. I think in the early two was Russell T Davies at the beginning. I'd have to check, but I'm pretty sure it was Davies most of the time until he left.
Oh, again, I know Moffat was with Donna Noble, and I like
Yeah.
Donna.
Oh, I love Donna.
And again, we disagree, but I did like Amy Pond.
I like
I thought-
I liked her. I liked her the
Amy,
same
and
way I like
the
Clara.
Observer.
I liked them in the first season. I didn't like them when they kept them going. You know. I think he should have stopped at the wedding, but that's just my opinion.
I didn't like Rory.
No.
That's yeah. I thought that when Rory came on full time, I thought they kind of lost something because I thought that Amy Pond and the Matt Smith doctor had a great chemistry of those two, and I think that needed to be explored. And then I thought it was hilarious reading side notes. The episode where Amy Pond kissed the doctor, and the doctor was like, like freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
They had to do that scene over and over and over again because Matt Smith kept kissing her back.
He's like, I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, I'm like, hey man, I met her in real life. Okay, yeah, I
She's a
do that
tall
kissing.
woman.
Yeah, but you got to admit, dude, we do that kissing scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would, Orly. You would reenact that kissing scene. You know, that's
But I
all.
keep on thinking about the unibrow.
I'm just thinking kissing. Okay, I'm just saying kissing. You know,
I'm sorry, but the unibrow keeps on messing it up because I see the unibrow. Whenever I look at her face, I see unibrow.
I
How
know,
do you see a unibrow?
dude. I had a well, again, we saw that episode on my HD TV, and it was the first episode where she's dressed as the policewoman,
Right.
and they do the close-up shot of her, and in the HD TV, you see that she had like a little bit of hairs right here.
Yeah.
And then it's funny because in later episodes,
They plucked it.
yeah, they cleaned it up. They CGI'd, they cleaned it up because I mean, it's like the Jennifer's Body movie with what's her name, that awful actress.
Megan Fox.
Yeah, Megan Fox. You know, the scene where she's supposed to be swimming nude on that lake, which we know she wasn't. She had like a skin-colored bikini, and they CGI'd it. She comes out of the pool, and with the HD, because we saw it on Blu-ray, with the sun coming down and all that, we saw like the hairs on the back of her on her back. You know, she had like peach fuzz hair on her back. But you got to forgive that, man. You know, women have hair. You know, it's just how God made them.
Yeah.
I'm just
this was
thinking
bad.
nobody. I'm just thinking nobody should see this show on HD. No,
Yeah,
you don't want to see the
It's a good thing
reality.
we're all pixelated.
yeah. Well, most of us are pixelated, but again, yeah. I mean, hell, they got to do some heavy CGI cleaning up if they're going to do us.
For that, they might as well just put hair on all of us and just make us look like Chewbacca. Make it easier.
No, man, no, they're gonna scrap us, and it's gonna be a whole new cast.
One thing for sure, we all need girdles. That's
Oh.
yeah. All right,
we need
ladies
that
and gentlemen.
episode,
All right, we got to be wrapping things up. We want to thank you all for joining us. You can catch the latest nerd news on our Facebook page. And I remind everybody to please join us next week. We're going to have some guest stars on our show. And we are going to do our special holiday edition of Nerds on the Couch. And we're going to have some good old-fashioned Christmas fun and memories and all that. So be sure to catch us next week, ladies and gentlemen.
See you guys.
All right.
yeah.